Foreign prisoners tunnel out of Bali's notorious Kerobokan prison. 4 foreign inmates being held at the notorious Kerobokan prison on the Indonesian holiday island of Bali made a daring escape on July 19th after apparently tunneling their way to freedom. The escapees have been named as Australian Shaun Edward Davidson, locked up for using another man's passport and forging a visa; Bulgarian Dimitar Nikolev, in prison for money laundering; Indian national Mohammed; and TikTok King from Malaysia, both convicted of drug offences. Indonesian authorities report Nikolaev and Mohammed were recaptured in East Timor on June 22nd. Police say it appears the 4 escaped through a hole they opened in the ceiling of one of the cells. From there, they entered the septic system via a hole in a tank cover behind a communal toilet. The entry hole measures just 50 by 75 centimeters. The route out of the prison drainage tunnel would have been a tight fit as they inched their way along its 15-meter length to the outer wall near a guard tower. The apparent escape hole was found just outside the western wall, in view of a busy street lined with cafes and other businesses. On examination, police discovered the hole was flooded with murky water and feared the men might have drowned. However, discovery of a headlight, buckets, and other objects suggested success. It was also revealed that the tower nearest the escape site was unmanned at the time thanks to a chronic staff shortage. Kerobokan is one of the country's most overpopulated prisons. It was built to house just over 300 people, but today is home to 1,318. And at the time of the escape, just 10 guards were on duty. Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews. Keep watching for more daring prison escapes. Woohoo! 4 inmates escaped during Indonesian prison riot. By the time a riot at a prison in Jambi on the Indonesian island of Sumatra on March 1st had been brought under control, 6 guards and 6 prisoners were wounded, and 4 prisoners were missing. The mayhem began when inmates protested a drug raid. At around 7 p.m., prisoners gathered in front of guards to protest the inspection. But as the night wore on, the protest became a full-blown riot, with inmates starting a fire in the cafeteria. Somehow, a number of inmates managed to tear barbed wire from a fence. They then attacked guards with the barbed wire and rocks. At 10 p.m., police reinforcements arrived to crush the unrest. Nearby residents reported hearing dozens of gunshots. The 4 inmates who escaped are still on the run, Indonesian media reports say. Inmates use pillow bodies to escape UK prison. In a scene straight out of a movie, 2 men broke out of a North London prison after fooling prison guards with a decoy. On the night of the escape, the resourceful pair had arranged pillows around their beds to make them look like bodies. They then used diamond-tipped cutting equipment to saw through their cell bars. After climbing out the window, the 2 reportedly used bed sheets to lower themselves down, eventually scaling the perimeter wall to freedom. It took a while, but guards eventually discovered the pair missing around noon the next day. Police are on a manhunt for the fugitives, who have both been described as dangerous.
School killer recaptured after prison break. TJ Lane, the 19-year-old who is serving 3 life sentences for a school shooting, has been recaptured after escaping from the Allen Oakwood Correctional Institution in Lima, Ohio. Lane, along with Clifford E. Operud, age 45, and another man who was later recaptured, broke out of prison at about 7:40 p.m. Thursday by scaling a fence.
DRC employees here at the Allen Oakwood Correctional Institution noticed a breach of a fence. Shortly after, 3 men were observed fleeing on foot from the facility.
Lane was convicted of killing 3 students at Chardon High School in 2012 when he was 17. Using a .22 caliber pistol, he fired 10 shots at a group of students in the school cafeteria.
We just had a shooting at our school. We need to get out of here. Oh my God.
Lane showed no remorse whatsoever when he appeared in court in 2013, wearing a shirt with the word killer written across it. He smirked, cursed, and gestured obscenely to the victims' relatives.
Saying pull the trigger, they killed your son, masturbates to memory. Fuck all of you.
News of his escape shocked the entire community. He was found 100 yards from the prison outside a church early Friday morning and brought back into custody 6 hours after police initiated the search.
Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews.
Manhunt underway for convict who escaped Arkansas jail. Police are searching for this man after he escaped a county jail while waiting transfer after he's convicted of theft and firearms charges. 38-year-old Paul Grice was last seen during head count at the Dallas County Jail in Arkansas at 11:30 p.m. on Saturday. Police say he later stacked items near the jail's fence before placing a blanket over the razor wire and climbing over. Arkansas Online reported that authorities didn't realize Grice was missing until 2:30 a.m. on Sunday. Grice was last seen wearing a black shirt, blue jeans, and a light-colored jacket. According to prison records, Grice was also convicted of second-degree murder in the 1990s, and officials consider him dangerous.